So in this video we will learn how you can use flex and what is the use of flex. So flex property we usually use to divide screen into multiple parts so that we can use each part as an individual component. So mainly it is used with the view component, so we can divide screen into multiple parts and we can position the other components much better. So just create a new project in React Native and open it in Visual Studio Code, and you can preview the app in the simulator. I've used iOS simulator here. If you are using Windows, you can use Android simulator and run the app, so that we can preview the app as we code. So as you can see, I have only one component, view. So let me just write a text here. Let's write a bridge in. Let's save it. Let me just import the component. Let me press save. As you can see, it's going outside from the screen area. Style. It's a 40. As you can see, bridge in here. So now let me just apply background color here. Let's say red. Let me just save it. As you can see, the background color of this view component is taking only this much of space, not the entire screen, only this much of space, which is it requires. Now what happens if I use flex property with it? 1. Let me just save it. So as you can see, as soon as I apply flex property to this view components, it's taking now the entire screen area. So this is you need to understand that whenever you write flex is equal to 1, it will ultimately take the entire screen area if no other component except this component has the same flex property. Let me just show you here. Let me just remove that. Let me just create another view component. Style. Let's say background color of blue. Flex is 1. Let me just copy it and paste it. Let me just change the color to, let's say, yellow. Now when I press save, as you can see, both the component, the blue one and the yellow one, taking the same space. It means the ratio of their size is 1:1, because I have specified the flex property is equal to 1 to both the component. So if I apply, let's say, 2 over here, then the blue component will take twice as much space as the yellow one. As you can see, it doesn't matter if the ratio is 1 ultimately, no matter what the value you specify, let's say 200 200. If I press save, it will ultimately take the 1 to 1 ratio space. Now if I want this to bottom of the screen, let's say this will take 10 of this way. As you can see. So what if I specify another property here, another component here which doesn't have a flex property. Let's say, let me import first. Let me import a button. Let's say title. Let me save it. As you can see, it's taking this space apart from this both component. The red one is the entire screen because these three components is mounted into this one view component. So let me just erase the background so you can understand it better. As you can see, this space is not considered in these two component spaces. So if you want any component to be stick to the bottom of the screen, you can use this method. Let me just write this 8. As you can see, this space is now 8 times bigger than the yellow one. Now let's say, let me just use another view and provide flex property 1 to all of 3. Let's say green. As you can see, now it's taking the same space. Now the screen is divided into 3 same size of blocks. Now this dividing is happening column wise. So we can also use flex direction property. If I specify this to row, then what will happen is this. Now the screen will divide into 3 equally space but vertically. As you can see, you can write as many as view component, doesn't matter, because the ultimate division of the space will be the same because all the component has the flex 1. Let me just provide a different color over here. As you can see, let me just remove the flex direction. As you can see, so this is basically how you can use the flex and flex direction. So divide the screen into multiple parts and you can position your components much better and much effectively. So that's for this video. Thanks for watching it.